everybody, and welcome to Greenwood Gardens Garden Tour Week 6, which I cannot believe that it's already the 6th week and we have so much going on. I might do a voiceover for this one because it's super windy here today in Southern California. The Santa Anas are blowing through, so I don't want the quality to be bad, so I'll probably do that voiceover. So I will see you at the end. Alright everybody, here we go. Here's a little pan through of the garden. Check out those sunflowers. They're like 12 feet tall right now. Don't mind bale of hay that I was using for straw mulch. In the process of I think I got too much. Everything, and I think a bale was too much. Over here is the newest addition to the garden I just put in this weekend. I have a small patch of corn, about 19 plants, and then 2 purple basil plants, and then 2 tomato plants that I had just sitting in some pots that needed to go in the ground. So they're kind of in the recovery stage of that right now. And then over here in the end bed we have some sage that's starting to flower and just completely take over the end of the bed right there. I might need to move it next season. Here we have a tomato plant with a whole bunch of fruit down at the bottom, getting ready to ripen. I'm so excited. Here's the other tomato plant in the middle. We only have 1 fruit on here. It's doing all right. It's really tall. Over here we have a purple bumblebee. He's the smallest, but he's starting to put off fruit. We have a nasturtium that decided to flower, a pepper plant that has some baby fruit on it, and then the okra is looking so much better. It's finally somewhat recovering from all the bug damage, and we even have little buds. That one still needs to get a little bit bigger before I uncover him. Then over here we have the flowers that the bees are loving. You can see one bee just happily pollinating it up. Over here is the Zinnia Bed, which has a lot of growth. It's loving the heat that we're having right now in California. Our green beans are doing okay. They are struggling in the heat. They're getting some yellowing of the leaves. But you know, what can you do? Try and cover them with some shade cloth, and hopefully the mulch will help. But we have little beans, and there is a majestic maverick checking out the garden. And then we have some more green beans. The green onions are doing really well, and then flowers. And then I finally have buds on my lilies, so I can't wait for those flowers to open. Here's the African blue basil, which is now a bush at this point. More pepper plants. That's the sugar rush peach, taking off some of the fruit just so it can develop roots a little bit more before it starts really producing any fruit. Some more flowers and marigolds. And then under here we have another okra plant, and it looks like it has a little okra on it, which I'm kind of surprised. So we'll see how he goes. And then over here, tucked in the corner, is a very nicely formed jalapeno. Spiceless jalapeno, pretty much. And we got some zucchini plants over here with a good sized zucchini I'm going to need to come through and pick. Another tomato plant with just a ton of fruit, guys, like a ton. Looking really good. I can't wait to get these guys right. Little clusters everywhere. And then I think we finally determined this is an Amish paste tomato plant, because they're all that like weird oblong shape except for the random 2 round ones at the bottom. Here's more purple bumblebees. I'm excited we'll have a lot of those. The Kajari Melons are starting to trellis up. They've needed a lot of help trellising, like a lot of help. So I've just been kind of coming around and helping them back up. One guy got stepped on. So we have a little teeny Kajari melon. I just noticed the other day. Down here, eggplant looking great. Starting to flower. Everyone's liking the mulch. No idea. I think that might be a zinnia. And then that's a Moon and Stars watermelon, cilantro that's gone to seed. And then another eggplant. And zucchini. Let me grab this guy. Perfect size. It's gonna be delicious. I can show you guys what I do with zucchini from the garden in another video. Here's the potatoes, garlic. I'm hoping I get escape soon. I'm really excited to try those. It's my first time growing garlic. More potatoes, which I think I'm gonna harvest from soon. Another sage bush, and then I picked some potatoes, so I replaced it with flowers in that back corner, and then the other potato bush, which I'll probably harvest from soon as well. Some daisies, my cactus, and then over into this jungle area. Go over here, the ground cherries, pineapple ground cherries. We got one little guy. They're so cool in their little case. Whoop. I'll let him ripen on the counter a little bit before I eat him. But he's spreading out nicely. Over there. Cilantro that I've just let go to seed. Gotta trim back probably a little bit because it's covering up my rosemary there. Down here, my loofah gourds are looking awesome. Got some purple jalapenos back there. Growing really well. Hopefully get a harvest in a little bit. Two more super tall pepper plants. I think they're both jalapenos. One kind of has fruit on it. They're looking a little bit sad. Need to water them a little bit more. And then our yard long beans are just growing like crazy. Beginning stages of setting flowers, so we'll have beans soon, but the purple potted pole beans I've actually harvested some beans off of, and that one's just growing up really nicely. Loving the trellis, loving the back wall there, and even loving growing up the corn, so I'm excited. We'll pick one. I haven't eaten any of them yet, so I'm trying to figure out what I'm gonna do with them. If I'm just gonna like steam them, grill them, what am I gonna do with them? I'll have to Google some recipes. But they're so cool. They're so purple, and they like feel like a matte kind of feeling, but soft, if that makes any sense. Got some corn to harvest here. Some earwigs on it. They haven't damaged any of the corn, but they're definitely living up in there, that's for sure. So here's all the little kernels. I'm so proud of them because I pollinated all of them. Pretty good job, if I don't say so myself. Here are the massive Mammoth Sunflowers, and we're almost open, people. We're 12 feet tall. Almost open. Look at that beauty. They're amazing. I was worried about them in this wind, but they did fine. Corn. And then over here we have the cucumber watermelon jungle. A little tender green burpless growing on the vine. I have had a lot of powdery mildew on these and on the zucchini plants, which I never did last year. So it's a little bit interesting to me that I'm having that issue. Watermelon vine. And then a little baby watermelon. Look at him, and another one. And then the daddy one. He's so cute. I'm going to buy little melon stands for them and then bags as well. So we guarantee ourselves a watermelon. And this trellis is from Gardener's Supply. And I will try and find it and link it below in the description bar. Because it's awesome. They grow right up it. Good airflow. The bees are able to pollinate. And the cucumbers just dangle down. I think I might have one to pick in here. Get them off. I'll search the grass there. More view. Come through and take some of the... See how windy it is? Ooh, it makes me so nervous. I would be devastated. Corn's blowing around. Alright, over here I have a little baby mammoth sunflower. And then we have, I think that is the San Marzanos. Look at these guys. Huge. Big old tomatoes, meaty, heavy. They're so funny looking. But they're starting to pale, so they should be red soon, and then I'll be making sauce. Hopefully the peppers ripen at the same time so I can add them in there. And little chunks of Brad's Atomic Grape. And there are anthocyanins making them purple. It's so cool. I've been trimming these pretty heavily, keeping them nice airflow and stuff. I have to go out after it stops being 100 degrees and prune them up again. But they're looking really awesome. We got a ton of fruit on here. Really pretty. It's that guy. That was the first one. And my little experiment over here. I think that guy's ready. Yep. I'll let him sit on the counter so his little bottom turns red, but I'm excited to try these. I've never had them before. And the beautiful passifloras blew off just a little bit, but the bees love them too. We actually have a lot more bees this year than I did last year, which I'm kind of surprised. Over here in the pepper jungle, we have bell peppers that overwintered. Small plant. There's some jalapenos. Not sure. Some more jalapenos and a sugar rush peach. All mixed in there. Doing well. Starting to really take off. A lot of buds are being set. Strawberries. Kind of at the end of the season for them. It's getting a little bit too hot. Another sugar rush peach. And then tucked over in the corner is Craig's jalapeno, and then this is the hot chilies that I'm growing for my friend, which just have so much fruit. It's ridiculous, but they're starting to turn red, so I'm excited to see what she does with them. And then these sunflowers, this is the evening sun, and guys, the hell is going on up there? There's so many heads coming up. I had no idea that it put off like multiple. Over here is the yellow scallop zucchini. We're still not doing well. And then the Ford hook. And over here is that volunteer cherry tomato plant. Oh, and a little guy. Let's see if he's ready. Yep, little tomato. Yay! Put him with my eggs. With it. And he just has a ton of fruit on him, like a ton. Over here, I have 3 more corn plants just in a grow bag. I might just do an experiment. And then we have Berkeley tie-dye. And then more purple basil over there. Some more starts and nasturtium. Little ground cherries. And then the milkweed. Guys, I lost Harold. And here is my little harvest from today's little garden tour. Zucchini, corn, a ground cherry, and 2 little tomatoes. I'm very excited. Best time of year ever. There's nothing better. Especially in California. I mean, we get to grow all the things all the time. But just picking stuff and then being able to eat it, there's no better. Hi, it's editing Nicole, and I realized I didn't do an outro. So thank you so much for watching Garden Tour week number 6. Get ready for week number 7. It's coming at you. But I just want to say thank you so much for watching and supporting my channel and, you know, my videos and everything. I have 10 whole subscribers. So I'm really excited. I'm glad that you guys are enjoying what I'm putting out and enjoying the garden tour. So please subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!